Hello, everybody, and welcome to a very special episode of 2x2 where, we're live. So feel free to ask any questions in the chat and get involved as well. Yeah, whatever we're chatting about, whatever we're waffling about, please go on, and we will also agree to disagree as well on some of the things that some of you might be talking about. We've got some interesting subjects as well to come along the way. Hopefully, I think some of it could get a little bit heated as well. Fingers crossed, because I like that kind of stuff. But as always, I am joined by my magnificent panel, Coconut Brick Studios, Brick Hive, and the lovely London Bricks.
Hello there.
Hello there. Very British hello there. Love it. Love it.
I've got to stop you, Solo, for a second. Did you not get the memo about wearing a baseball cap today?
No. Well, I've got a slight problem with not wearing a baseball cap. I don't own one.
You not?
So, I don't own a baseball cap, so we problem there.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Well, that does dampen things, yes.
Yeah, I should really get one because I really do feel like the odd one out here.
Well, it hides a multitude of sins. One, the lack of having a haircut.
Yes.
And secondly, if you do have a haircut and it's a terrible homemade edition, it hides that as well.
Yeah,
we won't go into that, will we, Solo?
No, we don't need to go into any who's got short hair, who's growing beards, who's doing what during COVID. Let's not go down that road. Yeah, come on, not long now. The light is at the end of the tunnel.
6 weeks. It's 6 weeks, so we can have haircuts here in the United Kingdom at long last.
Wait. Yeah, I actually heard from my hairdresser as well. He's saying, "Do you want your appointment?" I said, "My hair's a bit too short at the moment to get an appointment." So.
But they actually phoned you to say, "Do you want to book an appointment?"
Yeah, he phoned me. Yeah. I was like, "Yeah,
for 6 weeks' time." They're booking people in for 6 weeks' time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can't blame them for being ambitious, can you?
Well, to be fair, I normally have a haircut every 2 weeks, so I would have thought, 6 weeks is probably not a bad idea, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, I've got myself booked in anyway, just in case. So
good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah. Well, so yeah, can't wait, man. Can't wait to actually have a professional cut my hair. But anyway,
not me, to be honest. We won't go there either. Big Hive, you're looking very well as well. You've had a nice little kind of a nice little beard trim, and even Coconut's growing a bit of a. I mean, it's getting a bit thick, that one, Coconut.
Yeah, it's getting pretty shaggy. I had to trim it the other day. It's getting to the point where I'm like, I gotta shave it at some point.
I'm getting ready to start.
I don't know what to do.
I'm getting ready to start a religion around Coconut right now.
Yeah.
We're gonna get a bunch of followers, and we're all gonna praise Coconut.
Can you imagine he's having a bath, like that, and he's trying to part the water in the bath? Come on!
But yeah, dude, Coconut definitely rocking it though, man.
Yeah, it'll have to go eventually. It's one of those things like my subscribers just loved it, so I was like, well, all right, keep going.
It, mate. Look, mate, do you know what? It all actually goes Coconut Brick Studios, kind of musters up all sorts of pictures in your mind of a nice exotic island. You've got a castaway, that could be you, of course, and you've got like a little football with Wilson on it.
Yeah, going for my Tom Hanks look here.
Yeah, there's worse looks. I tell you, Tom Hanks, he's done all right for himself, hasn't he? Blimey.
Yeah, he has.
He's not that bad. Anyway, so where we going today, Solo? What's the score?
I'm just going to say that you can see all the kind of stuff that we talk about when we actually do a recorded version of it, of what we actually waffle on about before pre or recording. So yes, anyway, so we got a little list that we can go through today. So we're going to be talking about a little bit. Sonic the Hedgehog is now officially going to be turned into a Lego set, so that's up and coming. We'll talk about the wonderful, terrible, whatever your opinion is on the video. We're going to be having a little waffle on that one. Is Lego finally making a good promo? That remains to be chatted about. And also, we need your comments and chats and questions and all that kind of stuff. Feel free to get involved as well. And also, you're going to find out what we've been building. I know one of us hasn't actually built an official Lego set. Naughty. But anyway, I think we should start off with the Sonic the Hedgehog side of things.
Ooh.
Is anyone surprised that that's actually coming out?
Not
because after the recent
kind of
come up.
What are you surprised about? I thought it was a really good thing to go for. I think the only surprise to me is, of course, Nintendo are probably going, wait, hold on a minute. What about us?
That's why I was surprised, because they just got into bed with Nintendo right now, and I know Lego can do what they want, and I'm sure there wasn't in the contract, like with Nintendo where it said like you can't do anything with Sega, but it's just still really. I don't know. I feel like if I was Nintendo, I'd been like, Lego, dude, you guys could at least gave us a good solid year to ourselves. Because it hasn't even been a solid year, right? Technically,
nowhere near it.
Nope.
Right.
Nope.
So it's like, wow, Lego, you're moving awfully fast. You're getting a little promiscuous. With all these themes, man.
The best bit for me, though, the best bit for me is that we're going to get a Sonic the Hedgehog minifigure before we get any bloody Nintendo ones. I mean, that's
right. Like you thought that we would have gotten Luigi or Zelda or any like, dude, there's so many Metroid, Mega Man. Like, there's so many different Nintendo things that they could have done.
Yeah, dude.
So yeah, but hey, cool. Yeah, Sonic. Hopefully it looks good.
I know a lot of people. I'm not a big Nintendo fan myself, but I know a lot of people are screaming for a Metroid one. A lot of Metro fans.
And I will say, I'm hoping the minifig looks good, but I really would like to, the landscape where he can go in like a circle, like when he's running around. I would love to have one of those in the forest area. So I'm really hoping they'll do something like that. Yeah. Hey, and I see Cabbage Face and Doc and Matt out there and Sir Bricks.
Yeah, just to say, everyone, this is a live 2x2, so we are here. Hey, Doc.
Yeah, this isn't a premiere. This isn't a premiere.
Yeah, no, we are actually live.
We are spicing it up a bit. The only reason I was surprised about it, because I've been really disappointed like the last couple of announcements that Lego's been doing with it, and I was really surprised that they actually picked a proper IP to actually publish out there. So I was like, okay, I could go with that. And I'm going to be really excited to see what they come up with. Either going to be really disappointed or really happy with it. It remains to be seen what they're going to come up with it. Because I don't think there's only been. Have they actually shown any kind of pictures yet? I haven't seen any pictures yet of officially what kind of style they're going to go for yet.
We've got the ideas itself, the ideas set. And have you got that to hand to show us on the Lego?
I've been trying to find the ideas one, but there's so many of them. There's about 4 of them that actually reached 10,000. So
there you go. I'll send you the link. Take a look at the link. That is it there. So basically, it was Sonic Mania Green Hill Zone. It's by someone called Toaster Girl, which I think is an awesome name. It's been approved, which is kind of cool. I'm liking the fact that Lego Ideas page has actually had a bit of a revamp recently, which is kind of cool. I'm liking that. It's and it has got those kind of ringed areas and everything like that. So there we have it.
Oh yeah, nice, yes.
Yeah,
I like that.
I do like the Doc Ock like that.
I like the mech. There's just everything about this I kind of like.
I just like the landscape a lot.
Yeah,
that's probably going to be what I'm after the most when it comes to this stuff.
Yeah, I'm the same with you, Hive. And I tell you what, is it me? Right, I prefer it to Nintendo as well.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I used to play Sonic all the time when I was a kid. I wasn't a Nintendo person. If I was a Nintendo person and I played the Nintendo, then I probably would be much more into Nintendo. But I tell you what, folks, this Sonic the Hedgehog doesn't take batteries, that's for sure.
No, and that's my exact point. Yeah, this is going to be obviously an official Nintendo stuff. No batteries required, hopefully. So, I'm really excited for that one because get rid of that one. Disappear. There we go. Because I hope they don't make it like a battery operated thing like they did with Mario, because that was really disappointing to me personally. I like Mario, but if they'd done a proper minifigure,
that's what everyone's waiting for.
Yeah, the thing about Mario, man, that it blows my mind is with the exception of like some of the landscape, a few of the buildable figures or whatever. Like, I don't really like Mario at all, man, and it seems to be like super popular. It's like super duper popular. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, short videos. Everybody who's doing short videos, I think most people, if they've got it, has done a Mario. Or the biggest short videos seem to be, a lot of them are Mario ones. Which I don't know anything about Mario, but I've done 2 Mario videos in the short format, and they've actually done quite well in the scheme of things. So
yes,
so it is a thing. It is a very popular subject. It's a very contentious subject, and it's a fun subject. I think it's quite interesting. But I don't know really. I say even Matt Eldu's out there, even he's done them. But I don't know. I just pick up the Mario figure. I go boom, 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 boom. He makes a few noises. The thing changes on his chest. And I'm like, well, is that it? Can't I do anything else? You know, I get as much fun out of a minifigure, in all honesty. But yeah, I mean, he's here. But look how evil it looks.
He looks like the devil himself.
Just for effect, folks. How many times are we ever going to hear this? But he's all right. You know what? As much as I think I'm okay with Mario. It's kind of fun. It's all right. They could have done a Brickhead's kind of version of it. I think he's all right, but it's just expensive. I just think it's a bit expensive for what you get, to be honest.
Yeah. I think the other thing is, well, especially we're going back to the Lego Ideas side of things, they've really got to calm down with how much they're actually announcing, because so far, at the moment, we've had nothing lately. They haven't announced like any like ones that's coming up, because we're supposed to be getting a Winnie Pooh one. When the hell are they going to announce that one? Beyond me. And then they got like 15 other ones that's coming out, but
yeah, I was kind of wondering about the Winnie the Pooh one myself, actually.
Yeah, Winnie the Pooh, I think, is going to go amazing with your, your treehouse hive. I think it'll look good. I really do.
Yeah, I look forward to getting it.
And they do a better job of the Winnie the Pooh figures than they do or have done last year with the Sesame Street. Like Big Bird, for me, was my favorite figure last year. But that was it. After that, I thought the figures were a bit like a bit lame.
As long as they don't miss any minifigures out, like they give you Winnie the Pooh, but then leave Tigger out or something like that, is like that's going to be a big.
Well, hopefully they don't do that anyway.
Hopefully, yeah. But this is Lego, so yeah, who knows? But fingers crossed on that one. I think now we should. Hey Jazz, how you doing? And Sir Bricks, how you doing, buddy? I think now we should jump straight over to the video stuff now, because I think this has been a very hot topic for a lot of people. For price wise, I mean, the figures look amazing. I like to look at the minifigures, but I'm not a big minifigure collector. I like them. I appreciate them. I like the prints, but the price on it is rather expensive. But I very much.
How much are they, Solo? How much are we looking at?
So far, we're looking at in the UK. So for the Beatboxes, $17.99. So you get minifigures. Hang on, I'll tell you what I can do. I will do this. So yeah, $17.99 for the Beatboxes, and then for the blind boxes or whatever bandmates, $3.99. So obviously this is the new style ones as well. So they come in the cardboard boxes. No more feeling around in paper or plastic film bags anymore. So yeah, get your wallets out, everyone, because that's going to cost you a few.
I tell you one thing for sure, right? I'm not going to go in to a Lego store or whoever outlet sells them. I'm not going to go in there and just say, right, I'm going to buy 5 of those, right? Because I can't feel them. So all I'm going to do, folks, and this is what I do with minifigures, and I don't know why people. Well, put it this way, right? When the new minifigure series comes out, I just walk into the Lego stores, and I just say, give me all the collections, or if there's any particular ones that I want, I say, can you get them for me? And they do. They go and feel them all for you, and they get them for you, right? Yeah. Or, of course, you've got Bricklink and all those sort of pieces. They'll open them up, or eBay, or whoever, and they'll just show them. I'm not going to go out my way to just buy a load of them and get a load of duplicates, because that will wind me right up. That really will.
And it's also...
Yeah, but you're going to be paying extra no matter what.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I'm not... I quite like the tiles that you get with it. I think they're called beats or something like that. Beats. I'm not particularly interested in... I think they're okay. The minifigures, I think, are amazing. But I don't know. What's your take on them, Hive?
I think it's a bunch of bull crap. I mean, look, the minifigs, most of them I think look pretty awesome, and I would love to get them. But like with the CMFs, Chef sent me the Beekeeper because I'm not buying any more of them, man. Like I bought, a handful of them. Most people know they're mostly duplicates, and I'm not doing it no more. You know what I mean? I'll buy them individually at different places, but I'm not going to try and go all out and collect every one of them. But one, yes, the price. 2, my biggest problem right now is the way they're packaged is Lego, and maybe it's partly true or whatever. They talk about the whole environmental part of it, you know what I mean? But dude, it's a money thing, dude. That's if it was about just the environmental part of it, then they could at least put a little window in it or something for you to see.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, come on. It's I don't know. It just blows my mind the stuff that Lego tries to pull, and and the things they get around trying to say, you know what I mean? So, and then up to these things you're showing right now, I originally thought those were going to be like little radio type things or something, or I don't know exactly what, but I didn't think they were just literally a case that you put the figure in. You know
it's
what I mean?
a little handbag for your minifigures. That's what it is, isn't it?
And for one minifig and then this case, and I know you get your little tiles and stuff, but I mean, I see it's what is it, $18 where you guys are at, so it's going to be 20 something, I'm sure, where we are.
Oh, easy, yeah.
It doesn't seem worth it. Now I'm sure their justification is maybe new molds or prints or whatever, but I don't know, man. It just, and here's the other aspect to it as well. You guys, with the exception of Mario and then like motorized type stuff, what electronic theme has worked for Lego at all? Can anybody tell me anyone that's worked?
And that's always been my argument, Brandon. That's always been my argument. It's always been one of those things. It's like, well, you got it, you play with it for 5 minutes and you're bored of it.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, it's like, but at least with a lot of those things that they're producing, you get a nice set out of it at the end of the day, like Hidden Sides and Mario and all that kind of stuff. You get a nice, this is literally just a minifigure.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're dedicated, yeah.
No, well, like, and I get pulled into two different directions because on one hand, I'm like, I do like that Lego tries to be inventive and creative and try and expand and do different stuff. But on the other hand, I'm like, dude, you guys really should just stick to what you're good at. And that's making building blocks and stuff. You know what I mean? Like that's, and do you really, again, I know times are changing, we're in different ages, but we're older than a lot of the younger kids, obviously. So I know them coming up is a different world than what we came up in. But I was like, do you really want to start pushing kids more towards digital, like looking at screens all the time? And I know that sounds hypocritical because we're YouTubers and stuff, but I mean, I'm talking about Lego. I'm talking about Lego. But Lego, you know what I mean? Like, you don't want to get them hooked on digital stuff and pulling away from your building blocks.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes any sense, but I mean, that's kind of what.
And this is the thing. I mean, like myself as a parent, and I was speaking to a couple other people as parents. It's like, you want your kids in front of the TV to shut them up for like, so you can do a bit of cleaning and all that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. The last thing I want, especially myself, want my daughter holding on to my £1,200 iPhone, going, hey, look at that. And the next, off it goes, screen smash. And now that $17 or $20 minifigure has now cost you that much. But that's the thing. This is the bit that gripes me is like they're selling it as $17.99 or $20, whatever it is, but it doesn't end there because you need the latest and greatest phone for it to work on. So it's not just 17 quid. It is now expanded out because you can't just get like an iPhone 8, iPhone 7 or whatever it is. You need an iPhone 10 and above. And like for Samsung, you need a Note 10 and above. So we're still talking here, thousands of pounds. Are you really going to buy your 5, 10, 15-year-old kid? Well, not 15, get a job.
You say grow up.
Yeah, exactly. But that's my point. I just can't, the audience that they're aiming at, me personally, I don't want my child like sitting in front of a phone all day messing around with that. Don't wrong. It's really nice to get the creativity juices out of them and see what they can come up with. And I like that it's enclosed in this lovely warm hug of Lego that it can't go out to like Facebook or anything else like that. But where's the will, there's always a way. Yeah, I don't.
Maybe this is a reaction to COVID.
Yeah.
It's just they're trying to do stuff that kids can interact with digitally. I don't really know for sure. It's just I don't like to sound like a pessimist or nothing. I just can't. I don't see it lasting.
No.
Because of multiple reasons: the packaging, the price, just the digital part. Anyways, now I think that this digital thing would do better than like Hidden Side because it looks more fun. You get to listen to music and but I don't know.
See, conceptually, I quite liked Hidden Side. I thought it was a good idea. But as much as I liked it, I've never actually, kind of gone out and tried to use the app
Yeah, I did it one time, and I was like, okay, that's neat. And then
that's the problem when Lego puts something together with the creativity of like the virtual world. It is a one-time thing. I know we're adults, you know, it's not based at adults, but like you probably even give it to a kid, and they're like, "Well, that was fun, right? I'm bored now. Can I go on your PlayStation, or can I go destroy your Lego set behind you, or something like that?" You know, kids just don't have the concentration long enough, or
attention span.
Well, and not only this, but look, I remember when I was a kid and I was playing with G.I. Joes and Star Wars and Transformers and all that, dude. Even if and I can't say this for sure, but I feel like even if we had that technology when I was a kid, I liked my imagination better, man. You know, I just because you know you can only do so much with the digital thing, and then you're either repeating yourself or that's it. It's not like a video game where you can keep continuing to different levels, so to speak. So I just feel like when kids play with their Legos, they would just probably have more fun just playing with their Legos than
and
I guess interacting with it like that.
Very important thing there, imagination. Now Lego's always based themselves on imagination. I mean, holy cow, look at Coconut. Now if he
build the world
sat there in front of a phone while he's like that age, you think he would have built that, whatever the hell that is behind him now? I mean, do you think that would ever happen? Me personally, I don't think it will, because you're no longer building, are you? You're just like, and that's it.
That was the point.
If you continue that trend, yeah, definitely.
That was the point I wanted to make. I think a few of you guys have already touched it. It's like what makes Lego great for all of us, I think, is the imagination aspect, right? Because you can give me a set and I can take it apart and put it to whatever I want. You know, I don't need a phone. I don't need a computer. I don't need anything. So I feel like Lego is almost making themselves reliant on electronics, on the ability to connect to something else in order to make this set great. Whereas, you know, the sets that we all love, you literally just need the set and some time and some imagination to make whatever you want. And so it's interesting to me that Lego is almost like giving up what makes their sets so great, and that's the limitless imagination, because I can take my sets apart. I don't know a whole lot about video because it doesn't interest me in the slightest, but it looks to me like you can only do so much with it. Like obviously you could take the minifigures and put them in a city or something, but even those little carrying cases, like what are you going to do with that once you're done? You know what I mean? But like I've had sets for 10 years and maybe I don't like the set anymore. I've taken it apart and assimilated it into something else. And so it's,
well, and that's another thing that's kind of just like the same thing what you just said is like, look, even if all of us right now had the same exact set, we'd probably each one of us do something slightly different with it.
Exactly.
You know, like Greg and I, you know, I already have a city. You know, Greg is building a city. So we could, even if we both put it in our city, it'd be in different areas or different ways or this or that. Or if we're all displaying something, Solo got this glass cabinet behind him. You know, Coconut's got his table with all his gunships. You know, I mean, you guys see what Greg and I got behind us. Like, you know, so even on that aspect, man, it's different. We do different stuff with things like that. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't want to say it's bad. I don't want to hate on it, because look, if some kids get enjoyment out of it, you know what I mean? That's, you know, that's more power to them. You know, it just doesn't seem.
What you say about it, that's for sure. You know, what do they like about it? What don't they like about it? It's just from a digital aspect point of view, it's actually quite limited, because it is actually possible to share the files solo, but it's such a long withdrawn, and it's got to go through some Lego people to actually check and to make sure there's no actual kids or anything like that on the videos. So it's quite limited. Even then, I think they reduced the time from a minute down to something like 30 seconds. But you know, you don't actually need to buy the minifigures to actually try the app out anyway.
Exactly. So then all of a sudden, now the apps all of a sudden just come in. Like, what's the point of buying the minifigures then?
Yeah. What I will say though is, like Hidden Side, I do like the minifigures. I think Hidden Side actually had more depth to it, in all honesty. I mean, the buses, the Newbury School.
Oh, for sure.
Right? But I don't see that here. All I'm seeing is minifigures and some, you know, case.
And I do think that minifigures are going to be what's drawing everybody to them. And but ironically, which is the part that's going to be the kick in the butt, you know what I mean, is try not to get duplicates, you know what I mean? Which I wanted to kind of do it a little addendum to this conversation with that part. Do you guys, I think they are. Do you guys think they're going to start doing this with the CMFs now?
Well, I think this is a bit of a pilot for them, in all honesty. I think if it works out successfully, they will. If people just get the hump and say we hate this, then they won't. But I think what they're trying to do, they're trying to cater to two things here, and I think one of those main things being the fact that they're trying to get away from plastic bags. So cardboard boxes, which isn't really original. Let's face it, folks, they're doing that. But the problem is, if they're sending them like that, you can't feel them, right? So the goalposts, right, with collectible minifigures, is that you can feel for them. Okay, so at least you got half a chance of not getting.
I don't think Lego's going to care about that, because Lego's just going to say they're already blind bags. You're not supposed to know what you're getting.
But I think
and places over here like Walmart,
but I think it's unfair.
Right, and some places over here are putting them behind like plastic glass shelves and stuff, because I don't know if they don't want people messing with them, or because of COVID or what. Yeah. But so I don't think Lego's going to care about that part. Now, whatever hits their pocketbooks the most is what they're going to care about. So, like you say, if people don't buy them, then yeah. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think people are not going to buy them?
Well, this is the thing. I mean, I'm just reading what Cabbage Face said, and I would not be surprised if they are probably full of plastic, like the minifigures is still in a plastic bag. I wouldn't be surprised by that, because they got to keep them all together somehow. They can't just put them in a box and they're just like, there you go, off it goes.
Yeah, but see, that's why I said, look, the environmental part, man, it's a bunch of crap anyways. I'm telling you. Look, when it comes to recycling, man, what a lot of people don't realize is, look, iron, steel, aluminum, you know, a couple other minor things, man, are good to recycle. Everything else is worse for the environment, dude, because recycling puts more CO2 into the air, because you got to run it through a factory and do all this stuff. You need extra vehicles to come pick them up. You know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff to it. And then all the billions of dollars in tax money that gets wasted on this stuff, when we are not running out of space for landfills. There are ways to protect the environment from landfills. Now, yes, there are people that are throwing plastic out in the ocean, and we got to do stuff about that. I agree. But I just feel like Lego's being ingenuous about what they're saying, because again, even if it is completely true, dude, you can't put a little tiny window in that thing. You can't put a print that at least says something. It says something on there. Like, dude, look at every other action figure or anything. I know they're minifigs, but look at anything else, dude. G.I. Joes, Transformers, anything you buy, dude, you see what you're getting.
Yeah, and that's why I think they should do away with this fact that they're blind. I think you should know. I mean, I tell you what, right? From a legal point of view, right? I bet you, right, there is some legal loophole that you can get through, and you can force Lego to actually not sell something blindly, because you have the right to know what you're buying.
And I think that they're going to buy more because of just what Cabbage commented about. They're doing it for money. You don't know what you're getting, so you're going to keep buying. Now, a few of us, like, I'll just speak for myself. Like, I just kind of stopped with the CMFs now. I'm going to just buy them at my local toy store or wherever I can get some. You know what I mean? When I want them. But I feel like I'm a really hard exception. And even me is 50-50. Like, I still might go buy some if I get the urge, and I just can't help it. You know what I mean? But I feel like some of us, the draw is too hard, man. Yeah. And you're still going to pay, like I said, even if you can pick, you're still going to pay a little bit extra at the very least to buy them off eBay or whatever.
Is how other companies do it. I mean, Cabbage is out there. He's a bit of a fan of Kobe, right? Do Kobe do minifigure CMF series and all that kind of stuff?
They don't do CMFs, but you could just buy minifigures. You could just go on the website, you could just buy a minifigure. So if you want, like, say, a GI, you can just buy a GI.
Sai says maybe they put up the figs in boxes because they are part of a theme, not official CMF. So that's kind of what Ryan was leaning towards as well. I'd asked him about it the other day, and he's like, yeah, these aren't CMFs, so maybe that will be the route they go with that. Because I will say this, if they do the boxes for the CMFs, they're going to have to do the boxes in a particular way. Because think about, like, trying to fit, like, that Centaur lady or somebody that's got, like, something more round in one of those thinner boxes. You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to fit.
Yeah, look at the one that comes with the dolphin. I mean, how you like that?
Right. So obviously they would have to figure out that part out. You know what I mean? But god dang, dude, because we're talking, if they come up with the Star Wars CMFs, dude, put them in this.
That's the thing. This conversation of us just slagging it all off, like, no! You'd be damn
like,
sure
we finally get Star Wars CMFs. Oh man.
You know it's coming now. You know it's coming because they've now seen a way that maybe they can prove it. Star Wars.
Because look, even me, they've put them in boxes, dude. You know, I'm gonna go and buy like a dozen of them and just look for the best. I can't help it, dude. Especially if they put some really awesome CMFs in there. Like, can you imagine if they put some figures we've never even seen before? Like,
yeah, dude, that would be awesome. Some of the old Knights of the Old Republic minifigures that we all know and love, but haven't gotten. Some Mandalorian CMFs.
They could go with different different shows and movies and.
I've never bought a CMF minifig in my entire life, and I know I would clean out the stores if there was Star Wars. So,
yeah. I mean, did you think if you're an army builder and stuff like that, you just go nuts? Actually, just out of pure curiosity, starting with you, Solo, and do you know what? If anyone out there in the in the chat land are interested, tell me this, folks. Right, and I'm going to start with you first, Solo, and this goes to you lot in the chat as well. Give me one Star Wars minifigure that we've never had that you would like to see, Solo.
Oh, that we never had. Oh, put me on the spot. Oh, crikey. The other two are going. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I've given them plenty of time to come up with an amazing figure now. Well, I'm just going to go obvious. You know, Phase 2 Cody or Phase 2 Captain Wolf, something like that. I'm a big Clone Wars fan anyway. So. Jar Jar Binks.
Gross. Get him out of here.
I'm a big Clone Wars fan. So if I saw any one of those, like especially a Captain Wolf, I will do everything I can to buy all 5s. Domino Squad. Yeah, give me Domino Squad any day. How about you, Coconut? What would you want to see?
I don't know how to pronounce his name because I've only ever read it, but it's either Darth Nihilus, Darth Nihilus. You guys know what I'm talking about? Nihilus, is that it? Yeah, Darth Nihilus. Yeah, I think he's awesome. He's one of my favorite Sith Lords ever. I think he's incredible. Just a cool story, an epic looking minifigure. Like, even if it was just a print on a regular head, I think that would look really cool. That's one I really want to see.
Yeah, I have a custom one of those Darth Nihilus. Yeah, man. It's pretty cool. Yeah, that would be a good one. For me, God, I don't think they've made one of him, but I'd like to see Darth Bane.
Yeah, but it would be nice if Lego did Legends. I mean, that would be good.
Yeah, I mean,
my favorite Legends.
I figured even in Legends, I figured they'd keep him in the the current universe just because he started the rule of 2.
Yeah.
But I'd really like to see a Darth Bane minifig. Yeah.
My mine's quite mundane compared to everyone else's. So, but mine would be Galen Erso, the guy that designed.
The Death Star.
When you think about it,
I tell you what, Greg.
Yeah, as important as he is, that
Lego has never done one. I am
so bizarre. It's absolutely.
I mean,
bizarre.
dude, I got Krennic.
Yeah.
you think he would have came with that set? Actually,
yeah,
that's what I was just thinking.
Here's the thing, right?
The whole film, when you think about it, the whole film revolves around him.
Yeah, he's the main guy. He's the main guy.
Oh, dude, Sai just mentioned a good one. Ghost Jedi. Yeah, good call, Sai.
Yeah. Make that a series. I would buy them as a series. Do you remember they came out with those ones that were they come with the funny little stand that you connected them all on? It was like Han Solo.
Oh, the 20th anniversary.
The 20th anniversary.
No, they weren't 20th anniversary. There were some funny ones. They had there was like a sort of R2D2 character. He was on this little stand, and then you had like some sort of mud guy as well, mud worker. I'm gonna have to find what they were. They were really funny, and they came out every now. I'm gonna have to look at anyone in the chat. Come on, help me out here. I'll look them up as well and see if I can find that particular. But it was kind of like a really odd sub theme that they come out with. But it was in and around the time of the 20th anniversary. But yeah, so I'm going to throw this out there, right? I reckon if this new $800 Lego set does turn out to be, I don't know, some sort of Death Star, that is where we should get Galen Erso in that.
I completely agree. Definitely, that would make the most sense if they did come up with that.
I get the shit even thinking about it because I love the actor as well who played.
Or how about we get Galen for May the 4th promo?
Yes.
How about that? That dude, that'd be a nice Star Wars CMF, to come out with.
blows my brain.
I mean, I don't know if it'd be on everybody's top 5 list or something, but at least it'd be something we don't have.
Yeah. Cy Connor's got it. He says he's talking about the Mud Trooper and the others, and Titanium says, "I know what you're talking about, Greg. There was another one. It was a Scarif Trooper. That's him." And but
yeah, I know.
Yeah, there was a couple, 1 or 2 others.
Oh yeah, because the stands were like little boxes almost.
Yeah.
It was this bizarre little theme that they come up with, and it's kind of just went to nothing at the end. But
there's a lot of stuff like that.
Like these coins. I mean, how random. We'll look back in a couple of years at these coins and go, what was that all about?
That's Lego.
Doggone it. I'll be right back.
No worries, man. No worries. Just a quick shout out to Lover of Nothing, not bagels, not cream cheese. I love that name. And Titanium in the chat as well. Hello, everybody out there. Keep throwing it in. I mean, just going back to the imagination side of things, like, because obviously Lego seems to be going towards more the electronical side of things. But we were talking obviously before we started up with like Kobe and all that kind of stuff. Like, is there maybe the slightest possibility now that maybe competition might be now looming over the horizon now for Lego for once?
Well, I think that kind of moves on quite nicely to what you may have built this month, Solo. Because I have seen a lot of YouTubers, you've got Cabbage, Face, you've got Bricks McBricksworth, you've got and 1 or 2 others out there as well. And they are really looking at building Kobe sets. And I even saw an advert. Actually, it wasn't an advert. It was one of these Instagram live streams yesterday. Brick Mania, who they kind of focus on Lego and military stuff, which is awesome. But they're blooming expensive. They're all good, but they're expensive. They're very premium, let's face it. Right? And then whilst they're doing that, they said that over here, we've got this big shelf here, and it's full of Kobe stuff. So there is an alternative out there. And this Kobe just all of a sudden seems to have come out of nowhere and overtaken what was Mega Construct blocks or something like that.
Mega Construct,
yeah. So, with that kind of in mind, right? Now may be a good time to sort of show us what you think. And what
I'm going to put myself on big screen on this one because this definitely deserves a little bit of attention on it. Because I mean, this is my very first Kobe set that I built, and I've got about 4 more on the way, and I'm really glad. Because I was a bit dubious at first, but I mean, I bought the B17 Flying Fortress, actually the Memphis Belle, the most iconic one of them all, and it's. I mean, I'm holding it like you would like just a normal toy. It is absolutely.
It's a proper model. It looks like a proper model.
It's all smoothed off. To look at it, it's not Lego bricks. It's not Kobe bricks. It's just. I mean, obviously, when you tip it up like that, it looks like it. But it's even got a proper operating bomb bay door with bombs on the inside of it as well. You get 5 bombs.
Dude, like
bombs away.
Yeah. Dude, like I was saying earlier, man, that's a solid looking set, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like when you first showed it on the camera, so I was like, oh, is he like into like the plastic models and stuff? I didn't know that. I was like, oh, those are like blocks.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, Cabbage Face says there's a Lancaster coming, and I'm a big fan of the Lancaster bomber. I really am.
I've seen the picture of the Lancaster bomber, and it's roughly about the same size as that. So,
well, and looking at that also reminded me, like you guys were just talking about, or so Coconut was saying about how you thought it was a model. So that reminded me too, because right before I got out of my Dark Ages, that was kind of how it happened. Because I was gonna start buying like Star Wars models and building them. And Mrs. Hive just happened to give me a Lego set, and it was off from there. But yeah, that thing's great looking.
Yeah, and
it does look good.
It looks good, and like, all right, don't get me wrong. Like Kobe at the moment are very like that. Pretty much how Lego is with a lot of their stuff. But they're very much at the moment based on old school military stuff at the moment, like First World War, Second World War stuff. But it's like what you're saying, Greg. There seems to be like a little crack in the market now where Legos have obviously made quite a few slip-ups, and other companies now are starting to worm their way through, and at good quality, at a decent price as well. And
so, what was the part count for that set, and how much did you pay for it?
It was 925. 900. Hang on, where's the box gone? 920 parts. That's it. 920 parts. 50. Well, this was on sale for 50 quid, but originally it is about 85 quid. So, and for the size of it, you know, quality and quantity, the price works out quite nicely. So, and this is what we were saying yesterday as well, Greg. Like, how do the parts stick together? Some of them, you push them together, you can't get the things back off again. So don't do it, because like the clutch power on it is insane. Really, really good. So I can't knock it. I keep thinking in my head, it's not Lego. I know it's not Lego. It looks like Lego, but it's not Lego. And I'm kind of thinking to myself, but it's almost better than Lego. And it kind of stings me to say that, because I've been a long time buyer of Lego, and it really hurts.
Lego got no interest in doing military stuff, and there's a lot of people out there that want to do military stuff. Yeah. So Kobe have come along and going, yeah, we'll have some of that action. Thank you very much. Because I tell you what, people look to you know, what's the name again of that company that does the military stuff for Lego?
Mania.
Sorry, I said it back.
Yeah, and there's a big market for that, man.
Yeah, but they're expensive, right? And rightly so. There's a big process they have to go through to get them. But I'd be quite happy if they just sold me the instructions, in all honesty. So I went and sourced it all myself. But I mean, maybe they do. Maybe someone can fill me in down in the chat. But in all honesty, right, you look at that and then you think, well, I'm paying a premium for the instructions, or I'm paying a premium for the instructions and the Lego set. I could just go and buy it for literally half the price from Kobe.
And I just got like what Bricky Ty was saying. Sorry, Coconut. Is like the stickers on stickers. What stickers? There's no such thing as stickers on this. They're
really?
Just high quality prints, real perfect prints.
Wow.
Just absolutely go. Anyway, sorry, go on, Coconut.
I wasn't going to say anything. I was just clearing my throat.
You go say something. Yeah, no, it's really good. I can't fault it. And to anyone who wants to go out and buy one, I can't knock it. You know, for anyone that says, "Oh no, fake Lego," don't judge it.
I know a lot of people might hate me for saying this too, man. But look, I'm for the most part like a Lego purist. You know what I mean? But that doesn't mean if I see. Look, I've been really eyeballing, man. Some of these like the Back to the Future set that they got. Well, there was another one I was just showing the other day on Instagram or something. But there's really good looking sets out there, and I ain't gonna lie, dude. I'm gonna kind of look around at some of that Kobe stuff, man, and see what they got, because, and obviously, so you don't have to say it online or anything like that, but I mean, I can imagine it's probably reasonably priced. You know, so look, you don't have to just be Lego end all be all. Now, look, I don't condone Lepin or fake Lego stuff. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to say that, but look, like you guys were just saying a second ago, you know, Greg was saying Lego don't make military stuff. So if you want some military Lego type things, what are you supposed to do? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you can take Lego and try and make something out of it yourself if you want, but there's some really nice models out there, man, that's already designed and amazing stuff too. I remember Brick Fair, Virginia, man, Brick Mania's booth. They had a aircraft carrier, man. I swear it was almost as long as my Lego room, dude. Yeah. It was amazing. So kudos to them, man. And like Greg also said, they are expensive, but there's a whole process they have to go through. You know what I mean, to get that stuff. So you know, it's
and they do a really good job, because Beyond the Brick picked up on it a long time ago. That they're good. And look at the stuff that Shy does as well. You know, Shy is basically my go-to man for the military stuff. I mean, he was a military man himself, so you know, he's very cool in that respect. But I think people do want military. I think there's a mass. I mean, when I was a kid, I used to love playing toy soldiers. So
army men, you know, they were in Toy Story.
Yeah. You imagine this, right? Some people, I tell you honestly, folks, if there's people like me that want to do a Lego city, there's people out there that want to do a Lego battleground or something like that with tanks and, you know, turrets.
And I get the whole reality versus fantasy argument, but it's just like, dude, look, if you've got military bad guys, good guys shooting at each other, and then you got Star Wars bad guys, good guys shooting at each other. Yeah. I get one's fantasy, one's reality, but it's still the same concept. People are shooting at each other. And Jedi, dude, they're lopping arms and limbs off, man.
Yeah, well, you look at the Hoth battle, the Battle of Hoth, one of my favourite battles of all time. They're in the trenches. That's the First World War, that is, folks.
Yeah, and that you bring up a bit because it's a very, very thin grey line that they're treading on. Because like even the New Hope, when they're going down the trenches, skimming the trenches, everything, shot for shot, right? Shot for shot as it's coming on from the Dam Busters. Shot for shot as they're coming down, skimming along the side, putting up. Oh no, we missed. Got to
That's what Lucas used, wasn't it? When he was doing the concept for that movie, he used Second World War footage for it.
Yeah.
And then, like the argument is, well, you made an X-wing. Why don't you make a Lancaster bomber or something like that? It was like, well,
and then there's the whole side argument that many people, including Shai, have done about like the Roman Colosseum. Yeah. Like, I get it's a monument, but dude, there's no denying what was going on with the Roman Colosseum, dude. Yeah. I mean, and I get it was also a long, long time ago, but again, it wasn't even used really for anything other than slaughtering people, dude. I mean, what are you doing?
Unless you was in a Colosseum, folks, and unless you was in the audience, right, you was going to be in for a bad day, that's for sure.
Yeah. So, I mean, I get there's some gray areas and stuff. And obviously, LEGO is a private company. They can obviously do whatever they please, and we can like it or not like it. You know what I mean? But sometimes they are a little hypocritical on some stuff.
Do you think part of it is, with Star Wars and stuff, because I've been a military fan, since I was a kid. I built tanks before I built Star Wars vehicles, because to me that was really cool. I love tanks and stuff. Do you think part of it is Star Wars? It's like you create, they're all made up factions. So I almost wonder what they would have to do with like LEGO military. Like obviously they couldn't really. I don't know if they'd want to be creating, the German army, the Americans, like, because then they'd almost be promoting World War in a way. Right, and so I wonder what they'd have to do with like minifigure wise, like create. Like maybe do tanks and stuff that we see from our different countries, but like make up their own countries. I wonder if that's part of the problem is like, okay, how do we market this?
That's a very good point, because at the same time they've gone out of their way to make an 18+ line now. So why can't you're an adult, you're 18, you know better to go out and go kick some world leader up and go.
No, look at the benchmark though. You're comparing 18+, right? As far as LEGO's concerned, right? 18+, right, isn't like military stuff. It's Sesame Street, right? Yeah. They're saying 18+.
That is a very good point, yeah. But it can't detract the fact that they are putting guided to be 18 and over to build it, because it's going to be something like that. So Sesame Street and the Mos Eisley Cantina to me makes no goddamn sense to me whatsoever. As far as I'm concerned, get rid of all of that. Stamp it on Technic. There you go. That's your 18+ line, because you've got to be out of your mind to build like some of those things, because they are so mad. But Sesame Street, come on, my daughter watches that.
If Big Bird came on with a submachine gun going for a bit of that, that's different. Use the imagination. But nah. Yeah. Anyway, where should we go next, Solo?
Right. Yes. I want to know. I mean, this is only just probably a quick little part. I want to hear what you guys think of the Amelia Earhart's promo set that's coming out. That should be coming out the 1st of March, but they decided to go, no. Why should we make you buy all the stuff when it's already back order, and then wait for the 6th? But I want to hear what you guys think about it, because I'm kind of indifferent about it. But yes, I definitely want to hear what you guys think. I'll get a picture for you guys so you can everyone have a little look at it. Bosh, there we go. So yes, this is the promo I'm talking about. Rip it apart or love it, hate it. What would you guys think?
I'd say I'm pretty indifferent like you. So like it's better than the Year of the Ox thing that we got last time. Like I don't know. I've never been much of a promo guy myself. Like I don't know. Like the build of the airplane looks okay, but at the stand really is just what turns me off. It's ugly. So ugly.
I feel like I really should like it a lot more than I do. And I've also complained before in the past about how we don't ever see like airplanes. You know what I mean? Like we barely see airplanes. The helicopters and jets, no problem, but like airplanes is kind of far and few. And I don't hate it. I don't know. It doesn't pop out to me the way normally the gift with purchases do. And that's a good gift with purchase as far as like the size and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just feel like I should like it a lot more than I do, but I'm not that excited about it.
I'm semi-excited about it. What about
What
you, Greg?
what was the price, by the way, that you got to spend to get it?
I don't think they've said yet, and
Oh, I figured it was probably going to be 100.
or unless that is it, so it's not in the right language. I've clicked on the wrong link, but by looks of it, maybe 100 quid by looks of it.
That
I
sounds
think it's
about right.
about 100, 120, something like that. I mean, it's £100, UK 100. I'm looking on the Brothers Brink website, folks. They say it's $100, 100 Canadian dollars, and UK £100, which is a bit unfair for us, really, because that's actually quite a lot more expensive for us than the Americans, but maybe not the Canadians. Snap put me right on that one. You do, Corey. But what I will say is, I like the idea. I think it looks all right. I don't like the stand. The stand looks horrible to me. It looks like I've seen better stands on cheap cups that you could buy for achievements and all this sort of stuff. I don't know. If you go to, I'm sure I read it on Brickset. They actually said the same thing. The airplane is pretty good. The minifigure is okay. It's got a little nice little print as well, 2x2 print of the chart crossing from America to the I think it was Ireland, actually, not the United Kingdom. I could be wrong there. Again, let me know in the chat, folks. But it's just this great big stump. The aeroplane is on to kind of face it upwards. I mean, they could have made that much more elegant. And folks, if you go to the Brickset review of it, you'll see it there. I haven't got it to hand, but I do remember reading about it. I like the idea. It's certainly better than the one we got recently with the new lunar cycle with the Year of the Ox. I mean, that ox. I mean, to be honest, it looked like a cow that had taken something from the vets that it really shouldn't have. The eyeballs on it are giving me nightmares. They did. Let me know what you think about that in the chat as well. So yeah, I don't know. It's a nice idea. It's okay. It's no special gift with purchase like the Batmobile. It's a nice idea. I like the plane, but you know what?
I will say, if you're already going to spend $100 getting it, and even if you don't like it, it's a nice investment piece, I'm sure.
Definitely. I'll be selling mine on eBay straight away. I'm reinvesting it in the channel.
I had no plans on buying anything this month until I saw Brick Scene build that dang Monkey Kid Mountain set last night. Yeah, dude. Oh my God. Have you guys seen that thing? Have you seen the waterfall?
Yeah.
Have you seen how the waterfall opens up? It's freaking beautiful, man. I cannot wait to get it.
Good.
Oh my God.
Hi, you know what? The way they've done the water in that, which is quite clever.
Oh my God, it's so beautiful.
It's how Friends sets. That's how they do their waterfalls as well.
It looks great.
Which is nice.
Gets me all emotional just thinking about it. Hey, chef.
But yeah, I like. I mean, I like Monkey Kid. I'm always winding Tech from Tech Productions up about it. But
oh my God,
early.
Oh my God, the stairs. Yeah, I think it's March. But dude, come on, $170, man.
How many parts? How many parts is it?
1,900.
That's not bad, actually.
No, it's a beautiful set, man.
Yeah.
Dude, the way the waterfall opens up is amazing. It's got like these little stone steps. And I'm not it's just awesome, dude.
Yeah, it does look pretty sweet. I mean, I'm not the biggest lover of Monkey Kid, but I must admit it does look really nice. So I like that you could do that as well. You can move it all around. It's all modular.
Right. And it's just like it's gonna look perfect in my forest, man.
Hey, Coconut, you could put that with Udapau. Just have a little tropical part in the corner.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Yeah, resort area.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a lot of monkeys going on in that set too, man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil.
That's four sorted. What's the rest of them?
I mean, like, god dang, dude.
They look like those apes from the old Planet of the Apes movies.
Yeah, they do.
Do you know what? Yeah, in the background of that, they should have like an Apocalypseburg, just like how the 1960s. The guy goes, no!
That would be good, Greg.
Is this going to be another version like this might infuriate Tech if he's out there, but like what they did with Hidden Side, where you had in every goddamn set you had Jack. Every set came out, and so for what I've seen, you're getting this funny little fella. Is it the Monkey Kid or whatever the hell his name is?
Yeah.
He seems to be in Oz a lot
He's
of
a new version. He's a new version of it.
But yeah, new versions of Jack and well, slightly different versions of him. But yeah, I don't know. It seems to be in a lot of sets, and it's just like a lot of people complained about that in Hidden Side. And
yeah, because I got like 7 of those little ghost doggies, man. I mean, they're great, but I don't need 7 of them.
Nah, I mean, what is that? Yeah, look, there he is again. Look at that. It seems to be like repeating themselves. I mean, yeah, Tech probably going to be hating me for comparing Hidden Sides to Monkey Kid, but it seems like the same thing again.
Titanium put out an interesting on Instagram earlier on. I may say that because Titanium's here, but Titanium actually found a Lego set that was very, very similar to that new Monkey Kid one with the on it.
Yeah,
which was kind of interesting. So yeah, nice one putting that out there, Titanium. Very interesting. So
that's the roundup. That's all the news that's sort of out there at the moment. Bit scarce at the moment, but it's not, as Jan said, it's
a bit scarce.
It is a bit scarce. I mean, it's just basically video at the moment. You got the Star Wars sets. I'm not interested in those Star Wars sets. I think they look rubbish at the moment. But again, it's old news. You know, we already heard about those from the leakers. So
yeah,
I think at this point, the one I'm looking forward to is of course, the gunship. I think they were talking about an R2D2 like style, like Yoda and all that build. The probe droid. Maybe the helmets. I don't know. I really would like to see them, and then the Bad Batch set, dude. Oh my god, dude! I can't wait to get that.
Okay,
I really wish they were releasing that on May the 4th when the show itself airs. Like, come on! Like, could you think of a better just promotion right there? Like, your show is starting. Why not sell the main characters? Like, we would go nuts for it.
Do we know? We have confirmation yet if we're getting the gunship on May the 4th?
No, not yet.
No, not yet. It's
R2D2. Well, we know.
Some people have said R2D2. Some people have said gunship. I really hope it's not R2D2.
Again, just Lego just kind of messing around. It's like you got like the ultimate set sitting there, waiting to go, and then
one bit of news I'd like to talk about because I only want to. I'm just interested to know what Hive thinks about it. What did you think about the Porsche promo being pulled at the last minute for the Americans?
Can I say what I really think on the stream, or is this
go for it, mate? Go for it. I want to know. Let loose.
I meant as far as language and everything, but I'm just kidding. No, dude. You know, this is legit what I think. Okay, I understand things can happen. I feel like all of us are really reasonable people, no matter how much of a rant any of us can go on, especially myself. Okay, but for a company that promotes how perfect and great and everything else that their product is, and for making $4 to $6 billion profit in a year, and that's profit, you know, I feel like they should have their shit very much together, dude. When it comes to customer service, when it comes to shipping, when it comes to promotional stuff, when it comes to VIP points, when it comes to, you know, gift with purchase stuff, like, you know how like I had to get 3 different orders to get my promotional thing and this case and my VIP coin. 3 different fucking orders, dude. That's not cool at all. I mean, so on top of that, then you got all this regional mess up stuff. And okay, what happened with the promotional stuff? I mean, and how's come at the last minute? And that's so, which brings me to one other thing really quick. I wanted to say something that I'm tired of Lego kind of doing is announcing stuff 2 weeks or whatever before they release it.
Mm-hmm.
Their shit is expensive, man. Yeah. And I make pretty decent money and I still have to plan for some of this stuff. And when they just pull the rug out from under, you're like, okay, you know, like I couldn't imagine what would happen if I wouldn't have known about the Cantina and then I went and bought Diagon Alley. And then I could have bought the Cantina. Dude, I would have been so mad. And I get also like just what happened with you Solo. I know what they sent and everything, but just all this stress and anxiety and crap that I went through watching your video. Not even you. I'm talking about me, dude, as a viewer.
Yeah. I mean, I brought that up in my videos. Like not only am I being messed around, but there's thousands of Americans. Why haven't you already pre-shipped that stuff over to America? Why are you doing it like 2 days beforehand? Nah, right. That should be over there.
And it doesn't affect me as much. You know what I mean? But if I was like Solo, or a lot of my other friends that love vehicles, like, and yeah, dude, I would have been really upset, man. Like what,
Yeah.
what? And did they even give us a reason? What, they didn't have enough?
Just the weather. Bad
The weather?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same excuse to go, oh, it's Brexit. It's like, no, it's not Brexit. Why have you got a warehouse?
What did the weather prevent them from shipping other Lego stuff?
No.
Exactly.
It's
like, that's when I start just mumbling and doing like gibberish talk, dude. That's when I don't even know what to say. I'm like,
yeah, your mind's blown.
Yeah. And
So,
to be honest, I mean, I know obviously, Bandy, you've done a couple of round videos beforehand, but that was my very first one that I'd done, and that video in total
was splendid. Mwah, I loved it.
Thank you very much.
It was great.
I literally just finished work. I literally came in, boshed the camera on. I was still in my work clothes. I was still there. It's just, I was so angry. I didn't want to post the video. I really didn't, but I was just so angry. Nah, you're going out there. You're going out there.
Well, and like so BFAB and I disagree on like sometimes the regional stuff, you know, especially like the Comic-Con type stuff. And, you know, like his whole thing is like, you know, it's Comic-Con America, and so they wouldn't get it anyway. I'm like, no, but anybody can go to the Comic-Cons, man. See, my whole thing is like, I understand if you limit the number, because I do like exclusive stuff, even if I can't get it. I think it's important to have exclusive stuff or limited edition stuff, but you got to make it fair for everybody to at least have the chance to get it. That's my whole big thing.
Bit that gets me with that part though, Brandon, is when they turn around and say we're not doing regional exclusives anymore, and then immediately,
thank you. You know, right? And look, we live in a world today where we're all connected. Look at us. All of us live in very far away. Even Coconut and I, we live far away from each other in the States. You know what I mean? And even you two, it's not like you guys live like 10 minutes away from each other, you know? So we're all in the world connected. Lego knows this. And it's almost like they do this crap on purpose, man, to make us freaking be like, I hate your country. You get it, I don't. Like, it's not fair to us, man. So I don't know. I don't know. It's weird, man. But I mean, there's nothing we can do. Yeah. And eventually it's either going to make some of us just get completely turned off to Lego, or we'll just keep putting up with it until we, you know, I don't know. I always compare our relationship to like Ike and Tina Turner, you know, where Ike just beats the crap out of Tina. And then later he's like got flowers. And he's like, take me back, baby, take me back. And I'm like, ooh, a new Lego set. And
here's the gunship.
Yeah, when the gunship comes out, we're all going to be drooling over it.
Yeah, all will be forgiven.
I know. Right?
Kobe would be rubbish then. Spitfire, who wants a Spitfire? We want a gunship.
Oh, I tell you what, if they decide to turn around and say no, we're going to delay the gunship, I am going to get a boat and go over there, and I'm going to burn that factory to the ground. It's like, I want it now. Because
you know, one thing I do think about, you know, occasionally here and there, man, is I feel bad for kids that are in poor families that can't get probably any or very little at all Lego. You know what I mean? It just, God, that must suck.
I know, and that's what's going through my head when I was posting it. It's just, this is such a first world problem. Oh my God, I haven't got my $150 Lego package. Oh God, how terrible! Like, it was just, it's the sheer factors, like, when you promise to post something and then you say you post it and you then
it's the principle about stuff.
It's the principle of the thing. Yeah. Yes, there's people out there starving. Yes, there's people that wish they could buy a $5.
Dude, Lego. I swear to God, and this is, I'm not even lying. I'm being completely honest with you guys. A few weeks ago, I was at Target, and I'm in the Lego section, obviously looking at stuff. And like this little kid's walking through the Lego section. And his mom's got his hand, you know, and he's talking about this set that he wants, and you know, like every other set, pretty much he wanted. And his mom just kept going over and over, like, I can't afford Lego. I can't. And I was like, man, that sucks, dude. I mean, but I get it. I get it. I mean, because when a poly bag or a CMF is $5 now, you know what I mean? That's one little thing, you know what I mean? Like, and occasionally you can get stuff on sale, obviously, but even the stuff on sale, unless you find like a really good deal, like 50% off or more, I mean, you're still paying. You're only getting a couple of dollars off, you know what I mean? So,
yeah. But yeah, it is tough. I mean, sometimes I feel horrible, like going into a Lego store, picking up something. Oh yeah, I just take this 8080. I'll take one just in case for spare. And then a little TV over there. this body bag. I can't afford that. Then Greg comes in, takes the shot. There we go.
Yeah, but I'll only do it if I get a decent gift with purchase.
Greg, you're so funny. I know what though. The one thing I can say about Greg is, Greg, you are intelligent with how you buy stuff. I will say that, man. You know, you definitely like you'll sell your gift with purchases, or or keep something. You know, like you're kind of like me in the way where there are some sets I'm 50-50. I'm like, I don't know whether to keep it or sell it or whatever. But most stuff I either know I'm buying it for an investment purpose, or I'm buying it and I don't have room for it or time to build it right now,
Yeah. I think the amount of money we spend on Lego is ridiculous, to be honest. And
and we do utilize our VIP points, and
massively. We really do. Like, it's a bit like when I said in my Lego haul this week, I bought the James Bond DB5, and I was a bit, I said I shan't I, but just on the back of being able to watching your views of it, and a couple of other people's views kind of talked me into getting it. But also the fact that I have £50 worth of VIP points against it, that for 80 quid, for me, it's worth it.
The thing is that we're sitting here talking about Lego sets. Well, we've got Jesus Man over here who just buys parts from Bricklink.
That's a very expensive way of buying at the moment. It really is. Yeah. It's like I'm buying loose Lego from Lego and from Bricklink for city stuff. And it's costing an arm and a leg, folks. You can't even use VIP points.
Well, the thing about Bricklink that I've found out when I've placed orders periodically here and there, I feel like it's kind of like drinking very tasteful liquor, because you start getting drunk and you don't realize it. So like I'll like start picking things here and there, and when you look at them individually, like it's like 75 cents, But then once you look in your cart after you're done, you're like, how did I get to $135? Like that's not right. But then you look and you got like 12 different orders of 30 different things. I
watch a lot of like Coconut's hauls. You watching that? He's like, oh yeah, I've got this bag of Tam Bricks, got this bag. Oh yeah, but I don't know, I've got this Captain Rex. Oh, I got bought another one just and a UCS Star Destroyer as well to go into boot with it. I was like
dude, you know what's so crazy is look, it's about perception. Like I'll see if like Coconut get a gunship or something, right? And I'm like, oh my God, you must be rich. Meanwhile, I have probably $4,000 of Lego right here. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm like, you got a gunship? Like,
Dude, it's all about that secondhand market.
I know.
Last year selling Lego, I made a lot of money just because I buy sets, put them together, and then just resell them like used sets, Clone Wars sets. I made so much money selling Clone Wars sets last year. It was ridiculous. Like it's crazy how much money you can make.
The good thing about what you do also is I can only assume that you recycle your parts and the new sets, right? I mean, which would make total sense, obviously.
Right. And like the nice thing is, you can buy a set, like take, for example, like the ATOT and dropship. Like that was expensive, but I bought two because that's what I do. I buy multiples of a set, and then I was able to you end up just selling other sets. So like sometimes I'll take like, I want gunships, so like sell gunships till I have enough to pay for one that I'll keep, because I think I bought like 10 11 gunships last year, which is a lot. I don't have all 11 of them anymore. I think I only have like 5. But if you do it right, you can eventually, earn enough money to buy stuff and keep it.
That's what always got to get me, is I could always guarantee I'll sit there and watch your hauls. It's like, it's going to be a gunship. It's going to be a gunship. It's kind of tease it. It's like, this big box.
They got one, really. He just keeps getting it out.
I just take it apart and put it back in the box.
But I know that there's a story that wasn't really on our agenda, but that I bought this month the ATST Raider simply because it's the only set that comes with Carla June, and I bought it simply for investment purposes. And it's one of those ones where, you know what, I might keep the ATST side of it, but I can sell the minifigure, get about £35 for it at the moment.
Yeah.
And that will only increase in price as time goes on, because I don't think they'll replace the character. I think or the actress in it. I think they'll just write her out, or just don't ever mention her ever again.
That's a topic for another day. That's that's spicy. I think that one is. I think they call it. It's there's a lot of bad blood going around at the moment, all to do with the Mandalorian, Star Wars, Disney. It's it's not good. I mean, I checked out one of the latest videos today, and it's almost got, I think it's something on now 97,000 downvotes at the moment after 24 hours. So there's a lot of but it's Lego podcast. Because I could go on for a rant on that one. I'm not going to. Myself. What we got just while Brandon's away, what we got going on the chat. Cy Connor, he likes the idea of us doing the live version of it. So please, anyone else out there, do you like us doing the live version? Or would you like the pre-recorded versions? We want to know. We want to know if you like this version or the other version. Let us know, please, because this is just a little test trial, little go, see what this is like.
A&A Hobbies asked an interesting question. He goes, I'm working on a video of what is better value, pick a brick or order in pieces. Pick a brick by a million miles. A&A, oh God, it's like, I tell you what, I've been thinking about doing videos on it because the cost difference is astronomical. It really is. So pad wall all the way, Corey. It's a no-brainer, mate, that one.
And you can buy in quantities you can't really find in Bricklink. Like, you can get lucky and find one store that has a lot of something, but you're not going to find all the parts you need in that one store.
That is always the thing. I tell you what, Lego need to up their game on at the moment, and I've really come across this super early, having in the midst of building the city, is 2x4 dark bluish grey tiles. Lego are rolling out this new road system, but they don't give you enough 2x4 tiles. And you can't buy them. You can't buy them for love nor money anywhere. Bricklinks run out of them, and Bricks and Pieces on the Lego website hasn't got any as well.
Yeah, fair. It seems like we're getting a lot of love out there, Greg, for the live version. Even Doc is saying that they're obviously the pre-recorded ones you get more polish with, but also you get the interaction doing it live. So
yeah, I maybe we'll just change it around a bit, because I know if I do a live version, I'll probably add some video in and stuff like that, and we can kind of improve on stuff on the live ones. It's just sometimes it's just nice to change it around a bit, in all honesty. But like the ones, like the actual podcast, I mean, this is a podcast effectively, folks. Obviously, we want to keep time tight as well. So where should we go next then? So
right, yes, okay, right. So we're done with those little segments of the news that we've got anyway. So right, okay, yeah, right. Well, we've done what I built this week anyway. Because I say this week, I literally just finished it about 10 minutes before I came on this podcast anyway. But I still will recommend that RC Technic car that they just brought out. Really, really, really good. That's really cool. But anyway, that's that one anyway. I will be doing a video on that at some point, but it's really nice.
Well, you can buy that for £90.
Yeah,
£88, I think it is on Amazon.
Super worth it. Super worth it. If you can get it on a deal, it's so easy to build. It's so easy to build. I mean, look, I built it on your stream, Greg, and it took me about an hour and a half to build, and I was just sitting there chilling, just slapping it together. It's so good. Cool. I just wish the controls were better. The controls on it is horrible, but that's Lego just trying to get interactive again, and it doesn't work. But that's about it for me at the moment. But let's just start with Coconut. Well, do I have to ask what you've been building?
I wonder what you built today.
So a very non-typical buy for me. First of the month, February 1st, I bought the blacksmith. Because I am a huge fan of medieval sets. I love medieval sets. That's what I was into before I got into all of this. I was into the castle and stuff. And so it was very nice to be able to get that. It was just like such a nostalgic build. And typically I build a lot of Lego Star Wars, as you can tell from my backdrop. And that's a lot of white, a lot of gray, a lot of really monotone colors, and a lot of panel builds. Like a lot of Star Wars builds are like you build this frame and then you just put the panels on. So this was just such a refreshing build for me to like build a brick wall with all these masonry bricks with like little tiles to add like stone detailing. So it was overall a really just fun build. Like if you're looking for something to just sit down and have a fun build, I would recommend the blacksmiths. It's really cool too. Like having the finished product, it's sitting here next to me, and it's so pretty to look at. You can take it apart. To me, I enjoy it a little bit more than I enjoyed the treehouse, just because it's a little bit more interactive. The treehouse is nice because you can take the roofs off and like look inside, but you got that tree canopy, that canopy of leaves, so it kind of covers it up. Whereas this thing, you can really get into each level really easily. The one thing I don't like about it is it's built like on a free-form platform, right? A bunch of plate hooked together, and they didn't really give you enough plate to do anything. Like I can't even set the minifigures down in front of the house because it's all covered in tile, and there really isn't any plate down there. So that is kind of annoying because I've got all these minifigures and they're kind of just like dumped on the ground around it because I've got nowhere to set them up. But other than that, it was a pretty cool build. It was really fun.
Yeah, I can't wait to build that one. Can't wait to build it.
You've got it now, haven't you, Solo?
Yeah, I finally got it. Yeah, it only took a month, but I got it. Now I just got to build it. Which I said I was going to build it really quickly, but then I ended up building this B17. So it's going to be my next one to build.
Very nice.
So, anyway, Greg, what have you been slapping together?
Well, my favourite build this month, if I just move the London wall to one side, is this Destiny's Bounty, set number 70617. And in all honesty, folks, voila. It's one of the best sets I've ever built. I think it's up there in my top 3 Lego sets. It's just an awesome set. It looks good. The build is fantastic. The detail is phenomenal. You get a great selection of minifigures with printed arms. You get all the Ninjago figures in it. And you've got yourself a massive boat. It's 2,200 pieces. And, you know, for something that came out of what wasn't a very much loved movie at the end of the day, we got ourselves a pretty decent Lego set. And I think it's one of the best boats.
Lego movie one, because I'm not big on my Ninjago. Is that the movie one?
Yeah,
or the Lego
movie. A lot of people didn't like the Lego movie because it was kind of a set in a slightly different universe to the usual kind of Ninjago set, which is fair enough. Ironically, of course, the Destiny's Bounty, this particular iteration of it, inside the hull, there's lots of kind of little nods to the actual cartoon series itself. Which is kind of interesting in that respect. But there's lots of detail in it. It looks great. It's absolutely one of my favorite Lego sets. And I bought it at a time when I didn't even know anything about Ninjago. I didn't know. All I knew at the time was for £50 from Argos, 2,200 pieces seemed a lot. So I thought I'd buy that, and that's exactly what I did. And it's brilliant. Even new on eBay still, it goes for £160. Which is like a lot more than what it was. I mean, it was only £110 a set when it came out. So massive part per piece ratio for cost. But ultimately, of course, I got it for 50 quid, and it's the bargain as far as I'm concerned of the century. But I just wish, in hindsight, I bought a lot more of them.
Fair enough. Just in the nick of time, then, Brandon. What's your favourite set that you've been up to lately?
Without a doubt, it has to be this Ninjago City Gardens.
I thought you might say that.
It's an amazing set, and really makes me wish I had gotten Ninjago City and the docks before, because they look amazing together. But I mean, my favorite Lego builds are always the ones that are fun to build. They're not monotonous. They don't repeat themselves. They're not boring or more of a pain to build than fun. And this thing has just been an absolute joy to build. Everything is different. Nothing's the same. There's no repeats. And I can't imagine if you're an actual Ninjago hardcore fan, the entertainment you would get out of this. Because I mean, Titanium J's helped me out a lot, but there is a billion Easter eggs in this thing, and it's amazing. It's an amazing set, and I'm as a lot of you guys know, I mean, I've currently been filming the stop motion review on it, and of course my first stop motion review has to be like the biggest set I've gotten.
Go big or go home.
Yeah, I was about to say, don't mess about.
I enjoyed watching your streams on that, Hive. I enjoyed watching Titanium building his one as well. He built that a little bit on London Calling as well, and I don't know. I mean, I've got it as well, but I can't actually build it until my birthday, which is around sort of May 10, folks. So I'm looking forward to that. I've got some time off work around that time. I might just literally take the whole day off and just start streaming in the morning until whenever. I know for a fact, though, I won't finish it or anything like that, because even Jang has taken, he took like 19, 20 hours or so building it over 2 streams. So
it took about a week and a half, I think, to build it.
Wow.
The most amazing thing is, I actually looked at that sale. I was like, I could spend some more VIP points. I can get some money off that. I'd be like, yeah, I'll have that. And my missus dared me to buy it. But it's a Disney castle. Oh, yeah, no, buy that now.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, I can tell you, one day it was going on sale at the same time as the Cantina was. I still would have got the Cantina.
Yeah. The Cantina, it was an excellent set last year, and they come with was it 21 or 22 minifigures as well. It's amazing.
I'm kind of surprised about it. I mean, I know Lego doesn't like promoting alcohol or anything, you know. So yeah.
This is why.
That's a bar.
Oh wait, it's fantasy. That's right. They're not drinking real liquor. Never mind.
All right, I'm just going to hop, skip, and jump on to a question, if that's all right with you boys, because we've had a question come through. It's a rather long question, so I'm going to abbreviate it down a little bit because it is a rather lengthy question. So it's from Matt Elder, as Greg refers to him, our Mr. Hinkle here in the UK. Very talented drawer, to be for sure.
Our version of Mr. Hinkle.
Sorry?
Our version of Mr. Hinkle.
Our version of him, yeah. Oh god, my Instagram page has just crashed. But basically, in layman's term, what do you guys think in 5 to 10 years? Do you think you will all still be doing Lego, or do you think you'd be going on doing what like M&R Productions has been doing, venturing off and playing with dolls? What do you reckon? I'm not going to say dolls. No, I do like that series.
Playing with dolls. You can't throw that at M&R. You can't throw that at Ryan.
No, I just love one of the people I buy. But I do like the Black Series ones. I think they're really, really cool. And I totally agree with everything that M&R says. It's like the Black Series ones, like Hasbro does it, but why the hell don't Lego do it? There's clearly something. There's like two standards going on here. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. But yeah, where do you guys see yourself? Do you see yourself continuing on doing Lego, or do you see yourself like branching off and doing other things other than Lego and building?
I mean, I feel like I'd be lying to you guys if I said, yeah, 100% sure I'll be doing Lego in 10 years. I mean, I would like to, and I plan on it, but I can't lie to you guys, man. If Lego continues this trend of just making me mad all the time about stuff, I can't guarantee I will, because I'm this close, man, to diving hard into Funko Pops and Black Series. And
would you keep that on your channel, or would you set up another channel, like keep Brick Hive channel there?
If I had enough, or if I dived enough into it, maybe. But right now, it's small enough that if I highlight Funko Pops or one Black Series that I have right now, you know what I mean? It's just
you could do a sub channel in your channel anyway. Like I don't know how Cy Connor's done it, because I know Cy Connor started a Funko Pops channel. But for me, if I was going to do a Funko Pops channel, and like I said, I don't know how he's done it, but I would just do it as an offset of my own channel. So it'd be like London Bridge Pops or something like that. Yeah. London Bridge Pops.
I mean, I think Funko. Yeah, if I didn't have my full-time job, maybe I haven't hard enough time trying to keep putting myself fully into this channel on top of trying to balance everything out at the moment. I mean, up until a few months ago, it was real easy, but with my new position, it's been very difficult. And I know eventually it'll be able to balance itself out eventually. But even then, money, you know what I mean? Like I said, if I started, I wouldn't get another channel unless I was either putting more money into Funko Pops or something else that I can collect. And I can't do that. And two, I'd want to put myself full into another channel, and I don't want to half-ass another channel, so to speak. You know what I mean? I have thought about it, but like I said, I just can't do it enough. But if I wasn't in a Lego, Pops, Black Series, and I'd be getting like statues, busts, and keeping them in glass cases, kind of like what Solo has there, you know what I mean, that kind of stuff. But yeah, hopefully Lego, man, they will, don't stop being dumb.
The same boat as you there, man. I'm in exactly the same boat as you. But how about yourself, because at the moment you're absolutely smashing on regards to the Lego reviews. Do you see yourself like another sub channel?
I mean, in all honesty, right? If I'm going to be absolute honest, I couldn't tell you what I'm going to be doing in next week, let alone what I'm going to be doing in 5 to 10 years. I mean, if you said to me 5 years ago, Greg, you're going to have a Lego YouTube channel, and you're going to be doing this, that, and the other, I would have said, I can't see that for love nor money, to be honest. But all I would say is at the moment, I'm really into it. It really interests me. And in all honesty, I mean, God, after London Calling last night, myself, well, you was there for a big chunk of that. We have a chat afterwards, folks, with me, Si, Matt, and Tech, or Tom's from Tech Productions, and we're all talking about life and stuff like that. And I mean, my thing for doing this, and this is why I like live streaming so much, and maybe I should just do live streams more often. I don't know. I do it for the contact with people and the interest and the interaction with other people. Now, during COVID, during this last 12 months, folks, because let's face it, this time last year, this was when it was all really unfolding, right? It was this time, it was this day, right? Last year, I had a major hip operation. And you know what? After I had that major hip operation, I got home that night, and the first thing I did was turn my laptop on, right? And I was watching Doc Samson doing a live stream with Hive late that evening. And you know what? I could see the world was unfolding and everything like that. And I just made a point of wanting to reach out and immerse myself much more within people. Now, go 5 years on from now, I could still be doing that with Lego, and to a certain degree, I really hope I am, because I enjoy the Lego community and everything that it has to offer. But people contact is a very important thing for me, and I've got other interests. I've got a lot of other interests that I do, and I tee things up now that I hope in the future will come to fruition. What will be interesting is when maybe when my outbuilding that I'm going to be having constructed in a couple of months, when that's built, and that will kind of turn things up for me, and that will kind of hold my interest more. But Lego isn't the be all and end all, and I don't want it to be, in all honesty, because I like keeping it quite fresh, to be honest. And at the moment, for me personally, if I want to go up more gears, I can. But I've got too many other interests in other things, and it's those other interests that keep me keen on doing Lego. Because if I did a video on Lego 5 days a week, to be honest, it'd be quite stressful, especially with the job I do as well, Hive, because it's work-life balance, right? I like, I've got a wonderful wife. I love her to bits, and I want to spend as much time with her as I can. And I've got to be honest, folks, when lockdown is less locked down and we can all go traveling and stuff like that again, I'm going to be back to doing, maybe two videos a week as opposed to doing 3. The quality will be high and all that sort of stuff that I always try and do. But I think for a lot of people, they're going to want to catch up and catch up with what they've been missing out for the last 12 months. So, and that's how you have to adapt to that. But yeah, as far as I'm at this very moment in time, right, I'm really into Lego. I love Lego. I'm immersed myself into it, and I love the community that's out there.
Yeah, that also goes out to the chat as well. Like, do you see like Titanium, Ty, Sai? Well, I know Sai, you've already started doing that. Do you guys see yourself doing other channels or continue over Lego and all that kind of stuff? Coconut, you've changed your channel quite considerably over from when you started doing reviews and now going heavily into some of the biggest mocks I've ever seen in my entire life. You see yourself going, changing to other channels, like create another channel or something like that?
I've thought about it, especially with this whole thing, with Ryan doing his. I get where he's coming from. I think I would have to be very large for me to ever start a new channel, just because, like Hive was saying, I don't want to be balancing between 2 different channels. But I think it would be cool. I definitely, like a lot of you guys, have a lot of different interests. Like Lego, I would say, is my main one for now. And that's kind of the reason I've done Lego Star Wars, is because I feel like that's the best kind of content I can do. However, I would like to branch out. I really want to dive into like medieval mocks. Like people have even said like, oh, start like doing 2 mocks, a Star Wars mock and a castle mock. So if I were to start a new channel, I would definitely go deep into like the medieval side of Lego, with like Lego reviews, custom mocks, castles, even just like medieval history or whatever it is, because I love that kind of stuff. So that would definitely be something I would love to get more into. That would have to be a long ways away though. And I think I definitely, even if I don't have a Lego YouTube channel, I definitely will be building, 5-10 years from now. I love it. I absolutely enjoy what I do. And definitely, I think going into my dark age helped me realize how much I enjoy Lego, because, you don't appreciate something until it's gone. And so having Lego and building and that creative outlet not in my life made me realize like how much happier I am with it. So I think it'll be a long, long time before I ever step away from it, just because I've had it not in my life, and I've seen the difference, just the happiness and the mental peace and the mental purpose I've had, and just the people I've met, the fun I've had. And so all of that combined has really just made Lego the center of my life, even though it's not necessarily like the bricks, but just like the whole community, the channel, the building, just what it brings. Even, I bring my wife on my streams and stuff, and we actually really enjoy streaming together. So it's actually become a pastime for the two of us to kind of grow closer and hang out. Like, we don't have the most traditional dates, I guess, but, we'll stream together, and it's just, I don't know, something that we both enjoy doing. So I definitely will be, doing Lego in some aspect for a very long time. And I think Lego doesn't affect me as much as it affects, other people, that we've been talking about on the panel, because I don't interact with Lego homepage. I don't buy a lot off of Lego. I tend to buy off eBay, Bricklink. So I more interact with the third party aspect of Lego. And so I don't see them driving me away, I guess, just because, a lot of the stuff that happens to you guys does frustrate me, like watching Solo's video. I was like, oh man, but I can't really ever relate to that kind of stuff, because I don't really buy off of Lego.com.
Don't blame you as well.
Yeah, well, that's one of the reasons I don't do it, is just, it's a pain and it's overpriced. Like, Lego's gotten ridiculously overpriced, in my opinion.
Nah, it's getting worse. It is getting worse.
Yeah.
In regards to me, I'll keep it brief, because we are going to start winding this all down now. But for me, I do have another channel. It was my original cookery channel that I used to do way back when, before I started doing all this bricky stuff and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I'm going to be transforming that into, it's going to be like my gaming / news entertainment kind of thing. So that's kind of like, but the problem is my time is so limited, I can only do one or the other. So it's going to be like, well, I do one video on that channel one week, and then another one on this channel. So unfortunately, that is a sacrifice I'm going to have to make. But at the same time, same as everyone else, we've all got our own different hobbies, and with like the recent insurgence with the Republic Commander now coming on to PlayStation 4, I think it's going to be. And I don't want to keep playing video games on my channel. I want to put it over to another channel, because it gets a bit confusing for some people. They're not here to watch me play games. They're here to literally rant on about Lego. But yeah, no, that's pretty much where I'm seeing myself. And in 5 years' time, God alone knows. I don't even know what I'm going to do in the next 5 minutes, let alone 5 years' time. Oh, that's a question and a half. But anyway, thanks for that, Matt. That was a really good question. Yeah, we'll just get on to the final parts. What is everyone going to be doing in the next, like, what's up and coming? What is up and coming for you guys? And then we will say good night or good morning.
Wherever you are.
Yeah, wherever you are in the world. We start with Coconut, go down to London, and then Hive, and then back up to me. Coconut, I know you've got a stream up and coming as well, haven't you? So,
yeah, I'm streaming in about 30 minutes. Just, I don't know, I'd say the usual stuff. I'm actually planning on finishing my Utapau mock this month, so as far as like crazy new content goes, I don't have anything, because I've kind of had to like really focus on that, and so I haven't had a lot of time to do other stuff. But I will still have the updates coming out every Sunday. I've got my podcast, A Man and His Bricks, as well. Another episode of that will be coming up, and yeah, just live streams. Kind of just really focusing on Utapau. We're trying to get it done, because we are moving in May, and this is not going to be moving with us. So I need to get it done. Or else I'm going to have problems. So I got to get it done.
Fair enough, mate. Greg, yourself, the main man, what have you got up and coming?
What have I got up and coming? Well, hopefully, I was meant to be working on it today, folks, but in all honesty, it was so sunny out there. I just wanted to get some sunshine and be out and, just enjoying that for a bit. So I've done a few bits and pieces, but hopefully this week I will get out my first, and I'm calling it a city update. It's not an update. It's kind of the beginning of Legondon. So I was ill for a couple of weeks, and I completely lost my voice and everything, and enthusiasm for everything. So with a bit of luck, I mean, all the footage is 3 weeks old, folks. It's like it was snowing and all sorts of things back then. And my hair was a hell of a lot shorter as well. But if all goes well, that'll be coming out later on this week. Tomorrow, I'm going to do a cheeky little stream between 1 and 3 o'clock. I'm going to do a London Eye building one of these. This here, the Lego City skate park. I thought I'd do that. It's a nice little set. And then, so I'm going to be streaming for a couple of hours doing that. London Eye. It's a nice little stream, quite relaxed, well, for me, it's very relaxed in all honesty. And there'll be kind of, chilled out music running. And you never know, we might even have a guest on there as well. But as always, folks, you've got next Friday, which will be, of course, London Calling number 58. I'm knocking on a bit now, but I've still got to wait until April until I've done a whole year of doing London Calling on a Friday. And when I get there, I don't know, maybe I'll do some sort of giveaway or something like that. That'd be nice to do a whole year of doing one particular themed live stream. I think that's quite a cool, milestone to get to. So that's what's coming up for me in the next week or so, my friends.
Fantastic. And down to the next one, who will be going around full circle again, who will be hosting the next 2x2. Brandon.
Yeah, so I'll be having Good Morning Brick World every Sunday morning, weather permitting. I've had to cancel a few of them because of the winter weather over the last few weeks, but it seems like it's warming up a little bit, so hopefully we won't have to have any more issues with that. I'll be having random hive streams, throughout the weeks. They are random. There's no particular day that they come on. So I am currently filming the stop motion review of Ninjago City Gardens. I'd say I'm probably halfway through it now. So I think I should have it done here pretty soon. Got a little special guest appearance in that as well. So everybody be on the lookout for that. But yeah, not too much else really going on besides trying to really focus on the stop motion stuff. I was going to do my birthday is next month, and I was going to take a week off for my birthday week. And I was going to do a 24-hour stream actually during that birthday week. Yeah, but because of stuff going on with work, I can't really take any time off in March. So I think I'm going to go ahead and see if I can do that in April. But I do and will have a 24-hour stream coming up. Hopefully sooner than later, but it's coming.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, expecting a lot more ranting than going through that one then. So we're not only we're going to have a Good Morning Brickwell, we'll also have a hive stream wrapped up in
morning, early hours of the morning, I'll have to cut the hive stream and all right, switching over to daytime now. So you got to be on your best behavior.
We'll try.
We shall see.
May or may not be live streaming from me tonight. I don't know. Depends if I'm allowed to. I had a raw bollocking earlier on. So may or may not, but definitely be something coming up next week. I'm still working on my missus doing the very first live stream with me. It's a work in progress. I'm calling it Hags and Bricks, I think they might call it. So that's about it at the moment. I'm going to be doing this Kobe set as well. That's going to be a work in progress. I might actually start doing that after this video. But that's about it. I would love to thank each and every last one of you for being there in the chat. Bricky Ty, well done on getting your driving license, or getting your driving license anyway. Sayakana, Snap 2 Grid Bricks. We've had loads of people in today. Doc was in the chat as well. Titanium, he was there. Just Build It as well. Thank you, each and every last one of you. Also, please go check out Coconut Brick Studios. He is going to be streaming in the next 15 minutes. So go over there and give him some love as well. And also check out everyone else on here as well. Thank you very much. And then next 2x2 will be in 4 weeks' time over on Brick Hive's channel. And thank you very much. And we'll see you
later.
Bye-bye.